Welcome back, Syndicate members. It is Joshua May, back with another independent comic book review. Oh man, I'm leaning back tonight. I guess I'm comfortable.
It's a laid back kind of night.
So tonight, we're reviewing E.R.M's Reycona.
Yeah, it was a great one.
I really like this one.
I did too.
Well, first off, it's a black and white. And we've been doing a lot of black and whites lately.
I've been drawn to them. They've been so good, and they're so different in so many ways.
There's a lot of we have a lot of them. So I guess I got actually my first video was a black and white video Rich.
That's true.
Actually, video. Luis Diaz, shout out to that package you sent me, bro. Thank you.
That was really cool.
Yeah. But it's been like a continuing thing. For the indies to be producing these black and whites, and this one is strikingly different though.
I agree. Yeah, the grayscale on it is really different. It's just the detail amount. I really enjoyed it.
Well, before we get into it, I'm going to have Trevor play the clip from the Space Coast. I know it was just played us, but just a little clip from Robert about the black and white process. Trevor?
And I also like that it's a black and white. We've been seeing a lot of black and whites lately kind of come up in the indie scene a lot.
Yeah.
What kind of drives you to go towards the black and white?
Well, number one, his pencils can stand up to it. He has really great art. I think a lot of times coloring is a substitute to try to fill in for bad art in a lot of ways. I really wanted to show that his pencils will shine and that he can hold up to that. And also, although you say a lot of indie artists are doing that, not a lot of mainstream comic companies publish black and white books anymore, unless you're talking about manga. So it was great to bring black and white back to the comics medium and show them what real art is about. As you can see, that's all pencils. There's no digital there. There's no, we're not using like several apps to get this book out. We definitely love the joy of comic production and seeing the look on people's faces when they first open the book and take a flip through.
And yeah, I definitely love the art in it. It's crisp. It's got some style to it. I'm definitely going to pick up a couple of issues, and we're going to flip through them later, Syndicate members. So thanks a lot, Robert.
My pleasure.
Thanks a lot, Ray. It was great meeting you guys. Appreciate it. So stay tuned, Syndicate members. We're going to check out some more here.
E.R.M.comics.com.
Yeah, check it out.
Okay. And so basically, as you heard Rob say, they keep it at black and white because they feel that Raymond's pencils can hold up to can elevate the comic and actually hold up to it. It doesn't need the coloring. It doesn't need any of the extra stuff.
I agree. I think he would actually lose some stuff if he did some of the color. Because, man, the detail that he puts into it was really great.
And also, I would kind of wonder how you would color some of this, too. Because I do feel like you would lose some of the detail work in it.
Yeah, because you got to really look into it, in detail. But it's really detailed and just precise. And I think you would lose a lot.
Well, first up, I do recommend picking up these comics, but you definitely have to pick up the first few issues.
Yes.
The first issue is absolutely magnificent, and it is full of like a tremendous battle that's happening.
And it is tremendous. And when I say detail, even in the background, some of the stuff that's going on, like, man, he loves to stick a sword through it. And I appreciate it.
And did you catch yourself really looking in there and trying to find every little thing going on in those battles?
Oh, for sure. Because again, some of the I guess you call them aliens. I don't know which one of the monsters that are in there. They look crazy. I mean, in a good way. They are just so gnarly looking. So I really appreciate that.
And I like the dialogue that Ray provides going on. Because it's necessary that you kind of need to know what's going on through the thoughts. At least I think it's the thoughts of the king.
That's what I'm assuming too. Yeah.
And it's the battle that's ensuing, and so we get all of this really dramatic and amazing pencil work and gory.
And that's what I think too. Even the facial expressions of the characters, you could really see like the pain and like the the different emotions that they're going through and everything else. And I thought that was really cool how they did that, especially just through black and white again. I thought that was just incredible how they were able to do so much detail.
Okay, so speaking of cool though, on page 1, where they had the fold-in.
Mhm.
How'd you like that?
Oh, I loved it. I thought that was really cool. I mean, how creative are you that you're able to do like that? I can't even. Well, you know me. I can't draw a stick figure, but
So Trevor, put that up for me there, because we actually we did a Photoshop fold-in for
Yeah.
the syndicate members there, so they don't have to bin their copies in. But I also, I want to take a second too, because if you look at the perspective of the sword here, a little arrow there too, Trev. Man, this is good work.
it's really good work. Like I said, all the detail, his armor alone.
Oh, I love this armor because, okay, so this armor looks like part metal, maybe part some type of magical, because it doesn't look like it was entirely man-made.
I can see that. That's why I kind of like the black and white. You really kind of go into your own impression of what it was. But yeah, it was immense detail. I would think if it is metal, like they are above any kind of ability, because like I said, the detail amount on it, I was thinking more leather work, just because there's so much detail.
You know what I find impressive too, and maybe you'll know this as well because you've been to a lot of these cons with me now, and you've heard a lot of these guys talking about it. But okay, we've heard Jose Fuentes mention this.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard Paula mention this. We've also heard Raymond mention this. You've heard me mention this. But it all comes back to those savage sort of Conan comics from the 70s.
I do love your Conan. It is something else. I'm not too sure what the connection is for you guys, but
I'm telling you,
it's there.
Those comics were so... See, for me, it was because my grandparents took me to Pecan Park Flea Market, and I had between $5 to $10. And so I had to really, get the most bang for my buck. And so I knew there was a shop in there where the Conans, you could get a minimum of one for $1, but sometimes you could get, two for $1.
Oh, that's the biggest bang for your buck right
Yeah.
there.
And they were the magazine size, and sometimes there were multiple stories in there, or sometimes you could get the giant size Spider-Mans and those annuals there. So that's where I was getting mine. I don't know where Paula got his, but Jose Fuentes, he said that he got his because his dad collected.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he was reading his dad's Conans. So yeah, those hit a lot of those guys.
I
And,
agree.
because it was a black and white, it was all fantasy, and now you kind of see it coming out in the works.
Oh, you definitely see it coming out in the works. Yeah, you guys are all a little bit of tidbits, and even like this is really drawn to it. But even other people's work, you can kind of see where they've getting the inspiration from.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
And so after the fold-up page, though, when you turn it, then you have this this double spread, like, epic battle scene.
And I kind of feel like that's almost every page. I felt like every page I was turning, it was like a new battle almost. And I was just like, wow, like it is just, the action just keeps going on. Really.
Well, definitely, every page was, the battle continued and flared up, but this one specifically was like, there was no panels. It was just two.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
Two big splash pages of just epic fight.
I agree.
And there was a lot of stuff going on here too. And I wonder, too, how long it would take him to do this, because that's my thing too. Because I do start with pencils and then I finish digitally, but only because I like to clean up my stuff. I do make a lot of mistakes, so I do like to clean it up digitally.
I am curious to see how long that would take him, because yeah, some of the detail in that, I can't imagine just doing an afternoon. But some of you guys are so talented. It's amazing when you guys get started on inspiration. You just go for it.
And I like see, like, for example, some of John Epple's work.
Yeah.
You know, like I saw some of his stuff on Facebook recently, that he had done this building, and he did like all these like brickwork all the way. I was like, bad move.
Oh, that's great.
So basically, this is the battle throughout the book it's centered around the king Reycona, and in the planet of Siri.
Yeah.
And so this is a battle that's raging on this planet. We don't really know what the battle is.
Yeah, why they're fighting.
And why
yeah.
we're watching it, or why it's raging, or anything like that. Which is why you need the other books, because in the second book and in the third book it really gets into it a lot more. There's a lot more dialogue in it. A lot more characters come out, and we find out a lot more.
Yeah.
But the first one for sure is epic eye candy.
Very eye candy, very action packed. Like I said, the detail in the background of everything, I wouldn't even say background, it's right in the forefront of everything, but you just really have to look at everything that's going on in the page, because there is literally something going on in every little section.
There is,
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, a lot of detail. I really love it.
Now, also too, I actually found myself, because there's one page where you have King Reycona, and he's sitting on what I think is his throne, and he's just kind of like, peering down at his subjects or whatnot. And should we put that's like an epic page though.
I agree. Yeah, because he just looks so regal and everything just looks.
The armor is
just
so
like, put together.
It's so like epic and just so clean. The pencils are so clean in this, and man, it's really just I don't know, man. Like Ray does some really quality work here.
He really did, yeah. No, I completely see what they were talking about of not needing to do the color and why they didn't need to do it, because it is just so much detailed work, and we'll put up some different pictures of what we're talking about. But yeah, you really got to check it out, because.
And he came up with a lot of different ways to kill creatures here too.
It's true, yeah. And again, the amount of detail he goes into killing them, wow. Like, he really gets in there with that sword. Or other weapons.
Well, actually, I believe he at one point he does say that he likes to clean.
I was about to say, I was like, I'm not sure what that means, but that can't be good.
I like to clean.
Yeah. You shouldn't like that, but
Why not? You gotta like something. And in this situation, that's something you should like.
That's true.
And then after I was done reading the book though, I did find myself like going back through it and just kind of looking at the pictures over and over.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. Well, even like I was stuck on a page for a while just because there was just so much stuff going on with it, and not a lot of dialogue, but just so much detail in the pictures that you just had to check it out.
What was some of your favorite parts of the book?
Honestly, there was one splash page that, and we'll put it up here. It was just amazing how much battle was going on. I think literally he had a sword going through like 4 different guys' faces. Like, it was just incredible on how much detail and everything else that he put into it, and how much thought he put into it.
I think that's called a soldier's shish kebab.
No, I don't think that's what it's called. But it was amazing too, because the perspective of the page, like, you could see it wasn't just like, a line of people. They were in the background. I mean, it was a whole battle scene. So it just really impresses me that he was able to portray that.
That's actually a good point. The perspective on a lot of these panels was really pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Like I said, even like the throne picture, because it's kind of like from the perspective that you're like on the floor looking up at him.
Yeah, it's like it's not. It's definitely not just like that one-dimensional kind of like look. It's definitely multi-dimensional, but on page. It's very weird how he did it, but it was very cool.
Yeah, and I found both Robert and Ray to be pretty awesome guys too.
Oh yeah, honestly, there's been no one we've met that I'm like, oh wow, they're kind of mean or anything else. Everyone has been so nice and so friendly, and honestly, they just want to tell their story, and I think that's so cool.
Mm-hmm. And this has been one of my favorite stories because it was pretty action packed right from the get go.
Oh, as soon as we saw this, I knew this was going to be a favorite of yours because it's right up your alley, especially with the Conan kind of feel for it and everything, you know.
And actually, because I haven't read all 4 issues. I've read up to number 3 so far, and number 3 is that really cool magazine size one.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I always think it's really cool when they do different, sizes or a different spin on something. I think that's creative.
And I think you got like a little cow card or something.
You did. It's so cute. Just this little cow. I'll put it up here.
So, overall, I think this series is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to read the rest. I just read one because I'm really bad about letting stuff still, so I don't want to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna read the rest of them, and you should too.
Well, as far as the black and white goes, I think they were spot on. I don't think adding color would have added any value to this.
No, like I said, I think if anything, it would have taken away from
No, first off, like I said before, I don't see how some of this would have been colored, or if it did, what it would have looked like. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but I really love it the way it is.
I do too.
And so I agree with Robert. I think the pencils can hold up to.
Oh, they definitely hold up on the for sure.
Oh, well, we want to know what you guys think, though. So,
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us, the comment section syndicate members,
Let us know.
what do you think of black and white comics? Because I happen to kind of lean towards them a little bit, even though I don't produce them myself, because I do like a lot of color. I like working with a lot of color, but I mean I'm also in the printing industry too, so so I like to work with a lot of color. But when I'm actually reading and buying comics, though, I do like a lot of black and white.
I love black and white, yeah. Because I just think there's so much detail in it. Like I said, I just like seeing a different perspective of it. It just seems really cool.
And there's definitely no hiding anything.
Oh, for sure. You really have to be on your P's and Q's and make sure your art is like I said, standing on its own.
For sure. Oh, and also, I wanted to add too. So, if you are an artist out there, E.R.M. in the back of their comic,
Oh, that's right.
you can submit fan art to be published in the back of their comic.
Yes, I thought that was really cool. They have like a, I think there was an address or an email address
There
and
sure
everything
is.
that you can go up there and actually submit it. So we'll put that up because I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That reminds me of I think it was Brian Covington
Mm-hmm.
that does that as well.
I think that's really cool just to be able to get the fans in there and just see different, again, a different perspective, different art.
Yeah, I think that is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, syndicate members. Well, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, just make sure you go check it out. Let us know what you think when you do, and make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't.
Because ERMcomics.com. We'll have all their information down below, so make sure you check them out. And I'm Joshua Mammoth Cincha. Between the known and the unknown lies the man. I'll see you next time.